My name's Scott Webb, and on the 10th of December 2022 my son was killed in a car crash by a driver who was drunk. Off the back of that, we are doing a petition to introduce lifetime bans for all drivers that kill while over the limit. It's my feeling that there's no actual deterrent to stop, working deterrent to stop drink drivers from doing what they do. There's no awareness adverts on television. If a driver decides to drink over the legal limit willingly, then he should know that he'll never drive again if he kills. On the night of the 10th of December, Aidan, it was the Euros, and Aidan was, there was two cars of 5 in each, so 10 people left to watch the football at Social Club. I had been out that night as well with a friend watching the football. We ended up in a pub and one of the cars arrived back. They told me there'd been an accident and Aidan was in the other car. So I frantically tried to phone, couldn't get through on his phone. And then I had to go back and tell my wife that there'd been an accident. I'd been drinking, so I obviously wasn't going to drive. So we had to wait for my brother to pick me up, take us to the crash scene. We got to the crash scene. There was blue lights everywhere. We wasn't allowed to go anywhere near, obviously, the crash. And we were told at the side of the road that Aidan, there had been a fatality, and it was Aidan. So after the police left us, we wanted to go and see Aidan the following day. We went to the hospital to see him in the morgue, and we couldn't see his whole face. There was a sheet covering half his face because his head had been deformed by the accident. The last person that left, I said, have a great night, don't let anyone drink and drive. And then within 5 hours, we get told he's been killed. And then within 24 hours, I'm seeing him and I can't see his whole face because of the accident. The driver of the car received 16 months in prison. It would have been 40 months, but with the new Labour laws, he got 40% of that, which was 16 months. And I just don't understand. I don't think any parent out there would actually think for their child's life that 16 months is a harsh enough penalty. He was also given a 7-year driving ban, 16 months of which he'll serve in prison. So by the time he's out of prison, he could be 28. And he could be driving. When the police came out in the morning to talk to us about Aidan being killed, I said straight at that point that something good has to come out of this, because Aidan will have, he'd have been killed for nothing. It's an accepted fact that we all go out on the road knowing that there's drunk drivers on the road with us. And no one should have to drive knowing that there's people drunk at the wheel. We just need to stop people thinking they can get behind the wheel when they're over the limit. We feel it's a privilege to drive a car, and if you kill while over the limit, that privilege should be taken away.